In the name of God, who comes to us once again in this season of Advent. Amen. Elizabeth is experiencing her own miracle. She's really too old, right? Thought to be barren, and she is pregnant. Mary said yes. This was not a simple agreement. Would you like a cup of coffee? Yes. This wasn't that kind of yes. This yes is more than that. Think about how your yes is different when you're signing your name to a mortgage. How is saying yes different when answering a wedding proposal? A life-changing kind of yes. For Mary, this was also surrender. This was putting God's will above her own will. Have you ever been around someone who has said yes to God? They usually seem calm and peaceful, yet confident. They're usually people you want to be around. It is this child, Mary, by our standards today, still a child herself, who has said yes to God, and who then goes to visit Elizabeth. At the sound of Mary's voice, the child in Elizabeth's womb leaps. Last week, in adult formation, Mother Elizabeth showed us some images of the visitation. So today's sermon comes with visual aids. This first image is much like an icon, although it's not a formal or traditional one. It doesn't have the Greek writing on it. A question was asked in our conversation last week whether the traditional Greek icons of the visitation showed the babies in the womb. I don't know the answer to that. The second image, the one I call the red one, this one looks like it could be stained glass. You kind of have to look at this one, and you can see the sketching or the inference of Jesus and John in utero. What I particularly like about this one, I think, are the open arms. Both women with open arms. This third image makes me laugh. The artist here picked up on the line that John not only leaped in Elizabeth's womb, but we are told that he leapt with joy. And there you can see John leaping with joy, already clothed in camel's hair. Jesus over there is fully clothed and has his crown on. I just think that's funny. And I love the next image, clearly the African perspective. Note all the color and pattern. The white line which shows the breadth of Elizabeth's smile. the two spirals that are connected, that signify the children in their wombs. The words on this image: "This is the place of our delight and rest." And the last image, clearly modern, but does such a wonderful job, I think, of capturing the joy of this greeting. What would your image of this meeting look like? What are those moments of joy in your own life? Those moments when you would say yes over and over, to never lose that moment of joy. Mary's words at the end of this gospel, her song, as it were, tell us that she knows somehow that all will be well. God's will, God's path isn't guaranteed to be easy. Mary has said yes to being pregnant out of wedlock. That's not the accepted path, certainly not the easy path. And we know that the child she is carrying, that his yes to God will not be an easy path. But Mary has said yes to God, and she and Elizabeth are able to see and share the joy in that. What is it within you that needs to be born? What does God want for your life? Our collect this morning reminds us, as we remember and celebrate this visitation, our collect this morning reminds us that God visits us daily. Can we greet that visitation with joy? Can we build that mansion within for the Christ child that will arrive? And say yes to God.